Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another first look video. So today we'll be checking out Call of Cthulhu. This is of course also in the Humble bundle for August, Humble Choice. And this is I think a horror game. Looking at the images here, horrifying, horrific, scary basically. So I don't usually play a lot of these scary games, but I'm willing to give this a try. Because it does look interesting and scary, as you can see. So what I've done is with the settings, I've gone epic on everything. Highest setting, I've just turned off the motion blur vertical sync. Let's see if there's anything below here. Camera FOV, let's increase that. Frame rate limit, brightness, alright. I think we are good. And yeah, let's just jump in and see what this is like. Hopefully my cat doesn't disturb me for the next hour or so. Boston 1924. Edward Pierce, private detective, case. Okay, basically we are playing a private detective who is drunk, can't sleep. Correct. Can't sleep part I can relate. Alright, game, load already. Also set in Boston. There was this other game on the Epic Games Store. There's also this Cthulhu based thing. What is it called? Something City. Fishy City or something? I don't know. If I'm mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who is in his callousness and remain sane to the hideous Lovecraft. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Ah! What did that to the shark? I mean, sharks usually do that to other things. Alright, let's just get out of here. Game saved. Ugh. Dots everywhere. Okay, I know how to move. Alright, once again, the eternal dilemma of whether this is a controller game or a keyboard and mouse game. FOV, once we go out, we'll see if the FOV is... Okay, let's actually check while we're... Camera FOV. Let's just max out the how it looks. Let's see the FPS in game. I'm getting 130 FPS here, and everything is on the maximum. So that's the good thing about a game that is a couple of years old. We don't have to worry too much. Right, 121 FPS. Yeah, so early on, based on this, if you have an RX 570 like me, you can just turn up everything to the maximum and you'll be fine. Okay, what do we have? Counter darkness. Let me increase the brightness as well, because the thing is, once we are playing the game, when I'm playing the game and recording it, it seems fine, but when I put the video on YouTube, it tends to get a bit darker. So let me just increase the brightness so you guys can actually see what's going on. But it doesn't bother me. It still doesn't look like there's anything's happened. Pick up an object. That should help. That's a big thing inside the water. Holy crap. Is the water level increasing? Alright, let's not go there. Alright, what do we have here? Oh, this should be handy. Bolt cutter. Yeah, this will depend whether this is a game where we have to shoot things precisely.
In my wake, hold along, fainting inescapably draws you on.
Is that Cthulhu? Can we not chop this off? We're not supposed to go here. Now, I'm expecting this to be a mystery detective style game with, of course, horror elements. But we are a detective, so that's what I'm expecting. So this is where we rolled in. I want to go there, I want to go there. We can't jump apparently, so I think that's the only way to go. Alright, I'll try not to scream.
What a putrid offering.
I didn't offer anything. The orcas and sharks down there.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Just run.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Okay.
I hate whiskey.
Yeah, don't drink it then. Don't want to get copyright claimed. Let's listen to the telephone.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce?
Yes.
Private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Alright, allocate your character points. Each character point allows you to improve the score of your skill. 8 points available. So we have strength, eloquence, spot hidden. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving the skill increases your chance of finding hidden objects. Okay, obviously. Psychology. Knowledge of human behavior. Improving the skill increases your chances of finding motivation based on it. Occultism. Improves the skill transfer. Origin. Okay. Medicine. Okay, investigation. Okay, so where do we go for? We already have some in the, I mean, we have a little bit in everything. So should we increase eloquence? Oh, it only increases by 5%. I was thinking spot hidden, let's go one for that. Psychology, let's go for that. Investigation, medicine, maybe occultism. We got 2 more. Since we are a detective, I feel psychology, eloquence, and investigation should be the priority. Alright, validate. Yeah.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date.
Alright,
On a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
go for
What's
it.
wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, do you still...
I'm coming.
New case.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Alright, actually, game's quite interesting. I mean, the horror elements are scary, but the detective part of this
What
gets
am I
interesting.
supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Alright, let's read the file, I think.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Some of it is unreadable. Warehouse 36, Darkwater police report. It says the fire started in the dining room, claimed the whole family. The police decided on domestic accident, but they know that it is Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting, an article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins. A businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life. Okay. Okay, nothing here. Right, so we got the basic info. Let's look at the blood.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Yeah, I think covered everything. Okay.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You will be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
So we have to go to Darkwater.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on a good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner wired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can put me surprised. So we are just looking at some of the other stuff.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Okay, so there's some mystery there.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Yeah, detectives always have these charts.
I should get rid of all this stuff.
Yeah. Organize yourself. Huh? Alright, what else do we have?
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Yeah, so they are like closed cases, some of them pass. The learning of medicine. Dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. The first volume is called illness. Also, it details the symptoms. Can't pick up anything.
I used to be an avid reader.
I can see. Okay, oh, that's something.
I wonder why I still take these things.
They don't seem to work apparently. Just the whiskey. Right. Okay. I think we are good to go. What is this over here?
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to be foggy, barely visible at night, obviously, because apparently day doesn't exist in horror games. No, we are starting the game now, officially.
We're almost there.
Okay. Call of Cthulhu. Break, 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 break.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you.
All
As
right.
for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office.
Okay.
If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
All right.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
All right. Let's have a quick look around. So we have to go. Let's see what's happening here.
Police do their work. Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
Uh-huh.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. But not always. And you? What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops. They can't understand.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Yeah, it's been like killed by like a bigger creature,
Something real bad.
Mr. Cthulhu himself.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
Okay, the voice acting is a bit cringy. Yesterday, not yesterday, like day before yesterday when I played Vampire, that was set in like 1800s London. This is like early 1900s Boston. Okay, let's talk to Fitzroy first because he has more information. Well, let's have a drink first because maybe doing the main.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Okay, so this is during the Prohibition. Huh. Seriously, man.
Hey, be careful.
Hmm. Yeah, the graphics are quite bad, I'm honest.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Do I look like a troublemaker?
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
Oh my.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night.
Interesting.
Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Alrighty.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway.
She.
Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Finally.
That'll be all for now.
Talk to Fitzroy. Okay, let's see if there's anything else we can talk to these people. Too drunk. That woman looks suspiciously at us, so we're definitely going to talk to her.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
Alright, fine. Apparently she thought I was trying to hit on her. Hit up on her. What's the word? Like, flirt with her. Alrighty, close the door. Go talk to Fitzroy. Yeah, this is more of a detective style game, so this is... the graphics don't bother me. What do we have here? Nice model.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Yeah.
This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while.
Alright, at least whales are safe.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
The terms of agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment. Okay, so that must be the woman cat.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few days are legible: 1819, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information? Alright, why do I even rotate this? Do we actually get anything out of this? Alright, what? Hey, wait. Jack, come on, speak.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater.
I see.
Tell me what I can do to help you.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Oh, yeah.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth, and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
Protection?
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Oh no, we did that already. Alright, so not much else. Oh, warehouse. Talk about Darkwater. Documents are unreadable.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Alright, that wasn't too bad, was it?
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Hawkins.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Alright, let's go to the warehouse then. We got 1 point here. Alright, so should we focus a bit more on occultism? Let's go psychology and occultism. Now we can't put it there. Alright. You're an amateur at talking. Okay, so well, sailors. Yeah, the graphics are rubbish, but game is interesting for sure.
It's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You look like a no police.
Where do you think you're going?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Okay. Yeah, so how do I get to the web? The people is blocking my way. I don't think we can talk to people who don't have the marker.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the Navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
They're too drunk for me to ask them too much. Let's talk to these guys. They look sober.
Who's this guy?
It's
No
me.
idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
What happened to the statue of St. Brendan? Dreadful.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
Alright, so we're not getting anywhere with these guys.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
We can't get into the warehouse.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what's around this side. Yeah, why do people live in places like this? Just move, man. Alright, so we can't really go. Hang on. Find hidden items. What hidden skill allows you to. Oh, there's something here.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
I don't want to go down there. Is that the hidden thing we were supposed to find? But this is it. Alrighty.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Alright, is there anything in working? Up there.
I could use this old...
How do I do this? Shouldn't we be able to turn this now? Yeah, I don't know why this isn't working. You're only getting this option here. Maybe there's something else.
A whale vertebra. This place is full of junk.
Ah.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
The winch wasn't ready. I see. So we have to find more stuff.
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
So this is basically a puzzle detective style game. There is a horror element with the whole Cthulhu thing. Hang on. But yeah, this is primarily more of a detective game.
Looks like everything is in its place.
All
All
right,
that's left is to try to turn this handle.
all right, let's do it.
Damn, I broke it.
Okay. So this isn't working. Alright, let's find another way maybe.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Your turf? That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around.
That's kind of
My men
job.
saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, detective. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Kat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Bloody hell. I wasn't expecting that.
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Interesting.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming.
I don't blame you.
If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
Okay. He got emasculated, basically. Now let's just look around here. Oh, we have the thingy as well. Lock picking.
Damnation, I broke it.
Yeah, useless with the lockpick. Alright, so this is the statue of Saint... Who was it again? Bernard? No. Brendan. Some symbol there.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
So this is like a side investigation that we have to do to figure out what's going on. Okay. But they couldn't pick the lock here.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
It was back here. And can we climb up? Nope. You talk, my man? Nope. Okay, so they won't allow us to go there. These guys are too drunk to be any good. Police and the sailors are still arguing about... these two, we haven't spoken to this. Let's see what they say.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean, they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
That's it. Alright, so let's recap. We can't get a drink because the bar guy doesn't like us. Captain gave us all the information we could. Police and these guys are arguing over what to do with the dead whale. Woman, what was her name again? Cat. Cat is deadly, she's got claws. And we can't go around there. So I think this is a good point to stop here before we go along any further. And yeah, it's interesting. So it's a detective style game, puzzles and detective stuff, and the main story you have to solve. Graphics are a bit old, but performance is fantastic. It's giving you more than 70, 80 FPS on the highest settings. So yeah, game runs fine. Doesn't look great, but it's still fine. But yeah, story, the mystery around the murder and the death of that family, that's quite interesting. So yeah, check this game out if you're interested. As I said, this is in the Humble bundle for this month, Humble Choice. That's where I got it, and yeah, so far I'm liking it. I need to sit down and finish these games. I won't be making more videos on these games. Basically, like, I'll make one video per game, but I'll try and play them on my own and finish them. And if I get a chance, I'll try and make reviews as well. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you with another game in the next video. Bye.